Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today what I decided to do was I wanted to make like a regular family home. So something you would normally see in everyday life. I think that sometimes in The Sims it can kind of I think that they can kind of end up looking a bit big, or they don't look as realistic because it's The Sims and you have more opportunity and you can spend more money to make a bigger home. But I wanted to make something that you would see every day, and something that I personally think looks like an everyday home. It's small enough to be an everyday home, and yeah, so that's what I've done today. So here you can see me working on the outside. I was trying to make sure it looked like the rest of the neighborhood around it. I didn't want it looking too different. I wanted it to have the same sort of style. So that's what I've done, and you will see that once we start moving on to the inside. But as I was saying, this house looks just like the ones around it, and I really like that about it. I think that it makes it look more like a neighborhood, and that's kind of why I thought that this neighborhood would be perfect for it, because it's Grimm's Quarry in Evergreen Harbor, and I think that it just suits it so well, because all the houses around it just look exactly the same. But for this house I wanted to make it a little bit more environmentally friendly, so that's what I've done as well. And I've just added some solar panels onto the roof, and maybe the family thought that they could make some extra money that way, or they could save a bit of money by doing that and lessening their bills, and so that's what I've done. So I was just sorting out the floor plan there. This actually ends up being a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom home, which I'm quite impressed by because it actually looks really small from the outside. So that's what I did. There is one master bedroom, and then a kid's bedroom and a toddler's room. So yeah, I was quite proud of this actually. I was quite proud of how it turned out, and how it actually did replicate a family home, like an everyday family home. I'm just working on the kitchen here. I wanted it to be blue to add a bit of color to the build, because at the moment the walls are quite grey, and yes, I thought that the blue would add just a little bit, make it just a little bit more interesting. So I am adding just a few little bits of clutter in. And I decided I didn't want to clutter the shelves, the counters too much, because I thought that if I cluttered them up too much, then the Sims wouldn't be able to prepare food. So there's just the one cluttered and the other one's left completely bare. So yeah, you can see me just working on the dining room. Normally I don't put high chairs into Sims builds, but I thought that since it was meant to be a realistic home, I thought that was a good idea to add it. This house also is functional for laundry, which I was quite happy about, and there is one laundry basket in case you are wanting to do the laundry aspect of it. So I wanted to put the kids' toys downstairs because the kids' rooms are quite small, and I figured they could probably share. They could play while their parents watch TV or something, and I thought that was quite a nice way of doing it. I also realized that curtain by the bin could be a fire hazard, but not in The Sims, because the curtains aren't going to set a light from the stove unless the stove's on fire. But yeah, it's just not. So you could just see me working on the entrance hallway here. I thought that maybe that little picture was their son, who is very into fitness. There was maybe him and his sports team, and I liked that idea actually. I really liked that idea. And the idea for this was to make it look small. I didn't want it looking like a big home, which is very, very typical of what I build. I wanted it to be tight and small bedrooms, and just a little bit more realistic in my opinion. So I'm just adding some clutter into the bathroom here. My idea for this is where guests would go if they were here, if they had come over for dinner or something. So this This bathroom doesn't have much personalization to it. It's nice to have the extra shower and bath downstairs in case like the toddler is being bathed or something. So it's nice to have that extra little space just in case. Well, that's why I did it anyway. So moving on to the master bedroom, I actually had quite a few issues with the master bedroom because I couldn't figure out where I was going to fit the bed. So you could see me working around it, trying to figure out where I could put it, and I actually end up leaving it in that little like alcove area. So I leave it like that. The Sims should be fine to get past that, and I think that they're okay to get past that dresser as well. I do move it back a little bit. For those bedside tables, I thought that they were really cute, and they're quite small, so they fit nicely into that space. And just adding some clutter onto the dresser now. If you guys have any ideas for what you'd like to see me build, I'd be happy to do it. So if you guys can just leave it in the comments below, I'll take them on board and I'll see what I can do with them. I was just thinking that because like I'm not really sure what I want to do for my next build, so I thought that might be an idea. And the little flowers next to the bed, I thought maybe the kid had made them at school, and so the mother had them next to her bed because there's lots of plants around the place, and so she decided that was really important and that's where she wanted to keep it, and I thought that was really cute actually. And I just add a few things into this master bathroom. This is actually where your if you do play with the laundry, this is where the laundry basket would be, and this is one of the functional ones, so yeah, it will fill up if you don't use it. I mean, if you don't do the washing. And I just add a carpet in as well. I kept this one very white, very simple, because I thought that the parents probably gave most of the rest of the nice stuff to the rest of the house. So that's why I did it. So moving on to the family bathroom. Moving on to the family bathroom. I add a mat in there, and I add those blue mats in because I think that this is going to be a bit more personal to the kids, and that's actually why I like the idea, because I liked having this almost designed by the kids and it's a bit more fun for the kids, so that's why I decided on doing it. And just adding some blinds in there too. So this becomes the toddler's room. I do change the bed because I forgot that I had the Eco Lifestyle bed, and the Eco Lifestyle toddler's bed is so cute, so that's why I decided on changing it. And I just add some wall decals on to make it a little bit more interesting. Maybe the parents haven't repainted the house or redone the walls, but that's kind of the idea I went with, was they just added the wall decals to add a little bit of something interesting to the toddler's room. As I said, this is fully functional to have a toddler as well. I mean, they have the potty and they have the high chair downstairs and they have 2 baths, so perfectly functional. I was really trying to get a computer into this build and I was really struggling because I didn't know where I was going to put it, so it's ended up in this kids room, which I think it looks okay, but it's very squished, like very squished. And I just add a few little bits around the place. This is my idea for this was the kid is very active and he spends a lot of time outdoors playing sports, and so yeah, there's a lot of fitness posters and things that refer to that in his room. It's also a bit of a mess, but that's not the point. I used a lot of Eco Lifestyle and Parenthood in this build. There are a few other packs, but not a lot. And honestly, a lot of them you could probably do without. Like, I think I used seasons for one single thing in the entire build, and it's a swing set, so I mean you don't really need that. You could always use the climbing, like the monkey bars. So I mean, it's up to you guys. I really like how this turned out though. Okay, so moving on to the outside, I wanted to make sure that there was a driveway fit for 2 cars. So that's why I decided to make this driveway over here, and I like using the terrain paint because you can get right to the edge of the lot, and that's why I use the terrain paint instead of using floor tiles. Otherwise I wouldn't have been able to do that. And just adding a fence in as well. My idea is that the other side of that would be the edge of the lot, so that's why it's like that. I didn't want the yard to be too big, because if it was too big it wouldn't really suit the surrounding area, so that's why I decided on it. There you can see the solar panels there and that season swing set, but I mean you can do without that if you don't want it there. And just adding an area outside for like a barbecue if the family decides to have one. I kept the landscaping very simple because my idea is that like the parents are more focused on the inside of the house, making sure the inside of the house is nice and tidy. They have 1 kid, 1 toddler. That's a lot of work. So that's why I decided to leave it super simple, and it also fits in better with the rest of the surrounding area. Oh, here you can see me scrolling through debug for about 400 years. Anyway, so we're onto the screenshots now. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys!